Good morning. Okay, so uh, I'm in transition right now. So I did a lot of cleanup yesterday. Got the windshield wipers done on the truck. So the truck is kind of a wrap up right now. So now I'm moving into planting. So I'm going to get started on the garden. um, I'm really far behind. I should have done this probably a month ago. But so this is July, August, September, October. I should have enough time to get a crop in. So I'm going to try it anyway and see what happens. So in my huge mess over here, um, this is actually gardening stuff, believe it or not. This is left over from last year. I started and got busy and just couldn't put any time towards it. Um, and the reason I'm waiting so late is I was planning on moving to Texas, and I'm still have that plan. That's kind of on the back burner now, so that may not happen as soon as I thought it was going to. So I want to go ahead and get going on the garden and see what happens. So what I do is I have those tea bottles that I drink, and I make these little guys. I drill holes in the bottom of them, and I reuse them. These are probably, oh man, 3 or 4 years old, and they work really well. Um, I have black soil here, which I think it seems to be really good soil to grow in. So on my starts like this, on my plant or seeds, I mix it with half dirt and half sawdust. And so then when I go get ready to transplant that into the big garden, you know, I put all that wood product and stuff into the main garden as well. So um, I put them out here on this rock uh, because in this area it gets about 3 hours of sun a day, and the rest of the time it's in the shade. So that seems to work out really well for the seeds because once the starts get going, if they're in the sun too much, then they burn. So I have found that works out really well. Something else I want to bring to your attention. Um, there's things that it's just going crazy in the world right now, and uh, I want to challenge you or invite you to check out Ezekiel 38 in the Bible. It's a must read. That's a prophecy given like 2,600 years ago, and all the players that are in that scripture are involved with Israel right now. So it really looks like it's about that scripture is about a war where there are many nations, not the world, but many nations that rise up against Israel and attack Israel. And it really looks like that this could be it. So um, uh, something that lost my glasses. What do I do with my glasses? Um, I want to bring to your attention in that body of scripture. A lot of people talk about that scripture and talk about um, the people that's in it and could it be happening right now. uh, so what are the chances? 2,600-year-old scripture, prophecy, and there's like 7 or 8 nations that are named, and all of those nations are involved right now. What's the chances of that? What are the odds? A bazillion to one. So I think that really causes us or should cause us to give this scripture a lot of attention. Now, so this is what I want to bring to your attention. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can read that on your own. But I want to take you to 38:19. I don't ever hear anybody talking about this. and it's incredibly important. Okay, so here we go. In my zeal and fiery wrath, I declare at that time there shall be a great earthquake. Okay? Great earthquake in the land of Israel. The fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the beasts of the field, every creature that moves along the ground, and all the people on the face of the earth will tremble at my presence. The mountains will be overturned, the cliffs will crumble, and every wall will fall to the ground. On and on and on. Okay, so in that time there shall be a great earthquake in the land of Israel. The fish of the sea, birds of the air, beasts of the field, every creature that moves along the ground, and all the people on the face of the earth will tremble. Okay, so that sounds to me like it's a global earthquake. Okay, I think that's kind of important. And if God's going to give us scripture, ahead of time, and it's a prophecy, are we just supposed to just read it and then sit on our dead lazy asses and do nothing? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we need to get prepared. And I am sick and tired of freaking pastors sitting on their dead lazy asses being cowards and not telling the people, look, you know what? You better toughen up and you better get ready for hard times coming. These guys ain't nothing but paper pushers. And I know there's a few good pastors out there, very few. But I'm sick of it. And Christian men need to step up. You need to step up. We need to step up. Okay. So another thought I want to throw at you. What's the greatest investment of all time and ever will be? Probably gold, silver. Good answers, but I think there's a higher wisdom than that. I think the greatest investment of all time is water. Okay. Especially in the day and age that we live in now. Water. Water plus land equals food. And according to this, that's a global earthquake. That means that for the most part, everything's going to shut down, at least for a while. And we know that the economies have to shut down so that there is a transfer of power, economic-wise, because that's where the mark of the beast comes in. And we've seen a precursor to that for the way they implemented the vaccine mandates. So we got a good understanding of how they're going to force the mark of the beast on us. And so my thing is, be prepared. Be prepared. And people say as well, oh, I have faith that the Lord's going to take care of me. Well, you're a freaking liar. You're a freaking liar, because James makes it clear, faith without works is dead. So you have no faith. James says, I will show you my faith by my deeds. So people, Christians, get off your freaking asses, man, and let's get to work. And if you need help, get a hold of me. I'll help you. I'll give you what little knowledge I have. I've only been doing this for, a few years now. I'm by no means an expert, but holy cow, stick some seeds in the ground and start raising, growing some food. Get prepared for this and mentally prepared, but physically too. We're not to be lazy. All right. Time to get to work. I made this thing for weed eating. I hate weed eating, and I hate getting those little stingers. You're weed eating, and piece of dirt or a twig or something, or even rocks will come up and sting you in the face. And this thing works. It works so good, and it keeps the grass and dust off the back of my neck from itching so bad. I drilled a bunch of holes in it, so it airs out really well. So I've seen those, and they're like $80 or so. And I thought, I don't know if I really want to spend that, because I don't know if I'll like it. So I thought, I'll just make one, and love it. It works. It works awesome. So, all right, that's it. You guys have a great day, and it's time for me to get to work.